Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in year number 3. Last episode, we had our first matchup against the Herbivores for year number 3. Rookie pitcher Newt Bradley did his best, giving up only 4 runs in 5 innings, but the offense never really showed up for us, despite the injury to starter Tusker Fuss when he blew out his arm. We fell 5-3, despite putting up a late rally that saw us load the bases up in the 9th inning. Coming into today's matchup, the 0-3 team will be taking on the Herbivores once again. 4th pitcher Deshaun Southpaw Deshaun Levon will be on the hill for us, the newly acquired Southpaw from the B-Wolves organization in his 3rd year. Will take up duties as the 4th pitcher this season, and on the opposite side for the Herbivores, it is once again Olaf Slakov in the 4th slot for them this season as he returns for his 3rd year with the club. Herbivores now 2-1 on the year. Here's our lineup for today's game. Velos leads off in right field once again, followed by Ho behind the plate at catcher. He is locked in still. Pitts bats 3rd again at first base. Reddier bats 4th in the DH role, locked in. Woody bats 5th at 3rd. Jennings will bat 6th in center. Axelson will bat 7th in left. Snell bats 8th at 2nd base and no longer tense, and batting 9th and still tense is shortstop Sergio Hunter. Let's jump into the action here and see what we can do. Still looking for win number 1 on the year as we enter the 4th game of the contest. Really hoping that today's the day because their bullpen is absolutely gassed. They had to use all 4 of their relievers last game. And they only have their starter, which is fresh, Olaf Slakov. All 4 of their relievers made an appearance last game. So, the Herbivores bullpen is tired. If we can get to them early, we should win. Theoretically. Of course, to get to them, we actually have to hit the ball, and actually string them together enough to score runs. So hopefully we can do that this time. Velos, Ho, and Pitts will be up first against Slakov here. Velos will lead off, the right fielder hitting .357 on the year with 2 RBIs on the season. Picked up 1 last game. Forkball at the knees for a strike as Slakov gets ahead. Change up outside, ball 1. Fastball up the first baseline. Diving is Manley to make a nice stop. A flip to Slakov, who drops the ball. It's an error on the first play of the game, and that might be the break we needed. Now batting is rookie catcher Efrett Ho, still locked in, hitting .429 with an RBI on the season. Pass changeup away misses. Oh, actually, it's called a strike. 0-1 the count. Slakov now tense after the error in the field. Fastball up, chased high. 0-2 the count. Fastball up and then breaks the bat as he pops it up behind second base. Stewart, the shortstop, will make the catch. 1 down. Now to bring up Pitts, the first baseman, hitting .286 with 2 RBIs here on the season. Fastball down and in is a called strike as it caught the knees. 0-1. Fastball up and away, taking ball 1. Slakov back to neutral mojo now after the out recorded. Fastball up is fouled off. 1-2 the count now to Pitts as tough out activates for the first baseman. Forkball's inside from Slakov. 2-2. Fastball at the knees, grounded up the middle. Stewart will flip the second one. Bob at the first. It is a double play, and that will end the inning. Pitts now tense after another double play ball. Bottom 1. Reef Killer gets the start today for the Herbivores, followed by Bobbitt and Bridges against Deshaun Levon. Here is left fielder rookie Giovanni Reef Killer as he leads off, hitting .333 on the year and has contact versus left-handers active. Taking over for the injured Ralph Blue, who pulled a hammy last game. He was starting in left field. Following him, it's going to be Bobbitt, Bridges, who's on fire, Manley, Vortex, who's locked in, Kawaguchi, Yelling Sacks, Milo Stewart, who's still tense, and Fiona Clark. So 8 of the 9 players are the same. The only difference is Reef Killer in for the injured Blue. He will be leading off here against Levon. Levon doesn't really have much stuff to speak of. He's got decent accuracy, and that's about all he's got going for him. Standard pitches, 4-seam, 2-seam slider, changeup. So we'll see if he can place his pitches well enough in order to, hang in here and get a win. 2-seamer down in the way, fouled off by Reef Killer, 0-1. Fastball up is high, 1-1. Change it down and in below the knees. Good check swing take by Reef Killer, 2-1. Fastball up and away, fouled back, 2-2 the count. Slider down and away, lined up the middle. That's a base hit for Reef Killer as he gets on here to lead off the game with the single. Leadoff man on here for the Herbivores. I'm going to bring up second baseman Fred Bobbitt, hitting 100 on the year. Got a hit last game, and that's about it. Seems like it's the only hit he has so far this season. First slider down in the way is a called strike at the knees. Good pitch from Levon to get ahead, 0-1. Change it down and in, grounded softly to second. Snell charges, fires the second one. Hunter to first, double play, and that erases the base runner. Going to bring up third DH today, Jamie Bridges. He is on fire right now, hitting .667 with 4 RBIs on the season. Thankfully, he's no longer juiced, so we don't have to worry about that portion of his game. First pitch fastball up and away is high. Ball 1 as Levon falls behind in the count. Two-seamer middle away is hit pretty well by Bridges as he jumped all over that fastball. First homer of the year for Jamie Bridges as he gives the Herbivores an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. As that was a solo shot, he jumped all over that two-seam fastball over the middle portion of the outer third of the plate. I'll bring up the first baseman Grunt Manley, hitting .417 with 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch changeup down and in is a called strike at the knees. 0-1 as Levon gets ahead. Two-seamer up and in, called a strike. 0-2 the count now as Levon forces Tough out to activate for Manley here. He's ahead 0-2. Slider down and away, grounded softly to short. Hunter to his left, he'll make the play, and that'll end the inning. Herbivores, though, take the lead here in the first on a solo home run by Jamie Bridges, who continues to kill every baseball that is thrown in his general direction. Top two, Reddy or Woody and Jennings do up against Slakov. Here's DH Wicks at Reddy, locked in at the plate, hitting .571. Drove in a run last game on a single. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Low heater misses, ball 1. Fastball up and in is high, 2-1. Slider in there from Slakov, 2-2. Forkball down in the way is dribbled softly to second. Easy play for Bobbitt, 1 down. Got to bring up rookie third baseman Christopher Woody, hitting .308 on the year. Fastball away, caught the corner, 0-1. Slider middle in is fisted to right, out of the diving reach of Manley in foul territory, 0-2 the count. Change up down, he swings early, and Woody down on strikes. First punch out of the season for Slakov, 2 down now. Going to bring up the center fielder Jennings, hitting .231 with an RBI on the season. Fastball up and away is high, ball 1. Fastball away, 2-0. Changeup away is hit up the middle by Jennings, and that's the second hit of the game for the Freebooters. Rookie singles to extend the inning, and then I'll bring up left fielder Gia Axelson, hitting .231 here on the season. Fastball high, ball 1. Jennings showing off the newly acquired Steeler trade he picked up recently. Fortunately, he doesn't have great speed, so he's not going to be running on Fiona Clark, who has a very good arm. 1-0 count to Axelson here. Slider middle in is swung late through, 1-1. Fastball down in the way, fouled off by Axelson. She's just laid on it, out of play, 1-2. Slakov looking to get out of the inning. Fastball up, swung late, and that will be the second strikeout of the game and inning for Slakov as he gets out of the jam. Giving him another hit, but nothing else. Bottom 2. Vortex, Kawaguchi, and Sachs do up against Levon. Here's Vortex hitting .500 on the year with 1 homer and 3 RBIs. He's also locked in at the plate, batting in the 5-hole today. First pitch fastball down and in is low, below the knees, ball 1. Slider up at the letters, hit pretty deep to center field by Vortex. He didn't get a lot on it though. Jennings makes the catch on the warning track for the first out. Brings up the third baseman today, Kara Kawaguchi. She DH'd last game. She now swaps with Bridges, having the better fielding trait now. She's hitting .364 with 2 RBIs on the season. First pitch slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1 as Levon forges ahead here. Two-seamer up and away is high, just above the letters, 1-1. Fastball down in the way, grounded up the middle. Snell dives, he can't get there, and that's going to be a base hit for Kawaguchi as the speedster's on here with 1 down in the inning. Just got under the diving glove there of Snell, and that'll bring up the center fielder Sachs, hitting .200 on the year. Kawaguchi always a threat to run over at first base. Going to throw the pick off here. She gets back in time. She was reading it well. Fastball up and away on the pitch out. Nothing doing. Ball 1. I don't think she'll think I'll pitch out again. Fastball up and away, outside, 2-0. Slider down and away, fouled off, 2-1. Two-seamer middle in is fouled off by Sachs, 2-2 the count now. Change it down and in, blocked in the dirt. Good block there from Ho, full count now. Fastball up and away, outside, fouled off by Sachs as he stays alive, still a full count. Change it down and away, hitting the hole to third. Woody dives and cuts it off. He has to go to first with it in time to get Sachs. 2 down on the fielder's choice. Now to bring up Stewart, the shortstop, who's tense, hitting $167 on the year. Looking to drive in his first RBI of the year. First pitch two-seamer up and away is lined up the middle. That gets through as Snell can't get there. Jennings comes up throwing for the plate as Kawaguchi's going to try and score. She will as she's in there safely. It's a double for Stewart. It's now 2-0 Herbisaurs. That's his first RBI of the season. I bring up the 9-hitter, catcher Fiona Clark, hitting $125. Fastball up and in. The first pitch is swung through late. 0-1 the count to Clark. Next pitch is a slider down and away, called a strike at the knees. 0-2. Two-seamer down and in is inside, nowhere near the zone. 1-2. Change it down and away, fouled off by Clark. Still 1-2. Two-seamer up and away is outside, and she chased it badly late out of the zone, and that's the first punch out of the year for Lavon as he gets out of the inning. But an RBI double from Stewart with 2 down makes it a 2-0 game for the Herbisaurs. Top 3, Snell, Hunter, and Velos do up against Slackov, who's cruising right now. Batting in the 8th slot today is second baseman Spitz Snell, hitting .231 with an RBI on the season as he drove in his first run last game. Fastball up and away is called strike, 0-1. Forkball check swing, good take outside by Snell, 1-1. Change it down is pulled foul, 1-2 the count. Forkball down, Snell skies it to deep left field, but he didn't get a lot on it. Over for it's the left fielder Reef Killer to make the catch, 1 down. Brings up rookie shortstop Sergio Hunter, batting 9th today again. He's tense, hitting $154 with nothing for it on the season. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, swung late, quickly 0-2. Change it down and then is pulled foul by Hunter. 0-2 still to count. Fastball up, fouled off as it's still 0-2. Fastball at the knees. Hunter skies it to center field. This is an easy play for Sachs. He makes the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up Velos, who's 0 for 1 today. Reached base on an error her first time up. Check swing on the forkball in the dirt. Taken, ball 1. Fastball on the knees, grounded to first as it's off the diving Manley's glove. He flips in time to Slackov, though, and that ends the inning. Slackov gets another 1-2-3 inning as he gets through the 3rd. Bottom 3, Reef Killer, Bobbitt, and Bridges do up. Here's the rookie Reef Killer, 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch change it down in the way is hit up the third base line, foul, 0-1. Fastball up and in is lined in the center field. Jennings goes after it with a dive, but he can't get there. But he does keep it in front of him on the hopper. It's a base hit for Reef Killer, who's now 2 for 2 today. Now to bring up Bobbitt, grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. First pitch slider at the knees, taken for a called strike, 0-1 as Lavon gets ahead. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off by Bobbitt, 0-2 the count. Change it down and in, inside, good take there from Bobbitt, 1-2. Fastball up and in, check swing called strike 3, a second punch out of the game for Lavon as there's 1 down in the inning. Brings up Bridges, who hit a solo home run his first time up, which scored the first run of the game for the Herbisaurs. First pitch change it down and away. Hard grounder at the middle. Hunter dives, he can't get there, and that's base hit into center field. Bridges now 2 for 2 today as he's on. 2 on now with 1 down for Manley, who has RBI man active now. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and in, fouled back. 0-1 the count. Slider down and away, fouled off by Manley. It's quickly 0-2. Tough out now active for the first baseman. Two-seamer up and away. Hit pretty well, deep left field. He goes with the pitch, and he got all of it into the seats. It's a 3-run homer, and Manley breaks it open here in the 3rd inning. 5-0 the score. First of the year for Grunt Manley as that breaks it open. Brings up the right fielder Vortex, who's 0 for 1 today, as Levon is now tense. That was his 7th hit giving up and also his 5th earned run. Change up down in the dirt, blocked, ball 1. Fastball up and away, check swing outside, 2-0 the count. Two-seamer middle in is fouled off by Vortex, 2-1. Slider down and away, grounded hard to second, but it's right at Snell. He'll make the easy play, 2 down. Brings up Kawaguchi, 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch fastball up and in is a called strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Two-seamer down and away, fouled off, still 0-2. Change up and away, pulled foul by Kawaguchi as she stays alive. It's 0-2 still. Fastball down and in the dirt, off a hose glove, ball 1. Slider up and in, line to third softly. Woody over to his right makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Herbisaurs get a 3-run bomb from Grunt Manley as he breaks the game open here. It's 5-0 as it's his first of the season. To the 4th, we're down 5. Ho, Pitts, and Reddy are due up against Slackov. Here's Ho, he's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Fastball up, called a strike, 0-1. Was it a pop out? Yeah, he popped out the short. Slider down, line to right field. In on it is Vortex to make the catch easily, 1 down. Next up is Pitts, grounded into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball in the dirt, taken. Ball 1 as Slackov's now locked in. Fastball away, fouled off, 1-1. Fastball middle in is ripped to right center field. That will get down, but cut off by Vortex, so they'll hold Pitts to just a single. Had that got by him, we're looking at extra bases. Second hit of the day for the Freebooters, and then I'll bring up Reddier, who's 0 for 1 today with the strikeout. Forkball below the knees, ball 1. Fastball up and away, chased high and away, 1-1. Fastball down and in, he gets under it. Reddier skies it to right center field. Vortex calls off sacks, and he'll make the catch, 2 down. Brings up Woody, who's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up as well. Fastball up, hard ground up the first base line as that gets under Manley's glove and down the line as Pitts will get his way to third easily. It's a single for Woody. Runners at the corners now with 2 down. Jennings up next. He singled his first time up and was stranded on base. If the Freebooters want to get back in this game, we need to score right now. It's a big spot here for the rookie Jennings. Changeup right down the middle, called a strike, 0-1. Fastball swung late, 0-2. Slider middle in is skied to shallow right center. In on its sacks, he's going to make the easy catch, and that will end the threat. As we fail to come through with runners in scoring position once again. It's been the theme this season. Bottom 4, Sachs, Stewart, and Clark do up here against Levon. Sachs 0 for 1 today. First pitch changeup at the knees, called a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer middle away, outside on the check swing, 1-1. Fastball down and in, called a strike, 1-2. Slider down and away, dribbled up the third base line. That is a fair ball as Ho comes up throwing. Just late as it's an infield single for Sachs as it was a swinging bunt, his specialty. Brings up Stewart, doubled in a run his first time up. Scored the second run of the day for the Herbisaurs. Sachs getting ready to steal second base over there. Pickoff not in time as he gets back. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and away, grounded softly to second. Snell flips to Hunter 1, back to first. It's a double play. Second one we've turned. 2 down, bases empty now for Clark, who's 0 for 1 with the strikeout today. First pitch two-seamer up and away is outside, ball 1. Fastball down and in, check swing at the knees, 1-1. Slider middle in, too far inside, 2-1. Change it down and away, just low, ball 3, 3-1. Fastball up and in is inside, ball 4. It's a walk to Clark as she extends the inning. First walk given up by Levon today, and that'll bring up Reef Killer, who's 2 for 2. First pitch slider down and in, just low, ball 1. Fastball down and away is low, 2-0. Changeup up and in, line deep to right center field. Jennings giving chase as it's cutting away from him. He dives, he can't get there, and that's going to be extra bases for Reef Killer. Clark rounding third, she's going to score easily. It's an RBI double for Reef Killer, and that makes it a 6-0 game. Brings up Bobbitt, who's 0 for 2 today, and tense now. Fastball down and away is below the knees, ball 1. Slider down and in, low, 2-0. Two-seamer up and away is high, 3-0 the count now. Fastball down and away, called a strike, 3-1. Changeup up and in, inside, almost beating Bobbitt as he takes ball 4. That's the second walk of the inning for Levon. Brings up Bridges, who singled his last time up. He's also hit a solo home run. First pitch fastball down and in, just low, ball 1. Slider middle away, line deep to right center field. That's going to get all the way to the wall in 1 hop. Should be extra bases for Bridges. Probably going to be a triple as he's already on his way to third. 2 more runs are going to score, and it's now 8-0 Herbivores. Bridges is now a double shy of the cycle, and that'll bring up Manley. 3-run homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2 and has RBI man active again. First pitch two-seamer down and away. Hard grounder up the middle to shortstop. Hunter dives and cuts it off. Will fire to first. That'll retire Manley and finally end the inning. But the Herbivores jump on Levon for another 3 hits, 2 walks, and they score 3 runs as they break the game open even further. It's now 8-0 after 4 innings. Top 5, Axelson, Snell, and Hunter have to face Slackov, who's in cruise control. Here's Axelson, 0 for 1 today. There we go, okay. Axelson tense now after retiring her first time up. Fastball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Changeup pulled foul, 0-2 the count. Fastball down in the way, grounded softly to short. Easy play for Stewart, 1 down. That brings up Snell, 0 for 1 today. Chase the fastball high, 0-1. Slider middle in, hitting the hole to third, but Kawaguchi cuts it off, 2 down. Brings up Hunter, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Fastball at the knees, grounded to first. Easy play for Manley, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Slackov. He barely had to sweat. Bottom 5, it's 8-0. Vortex, Kawaguchi, and Sachs are due up. Vortex is 0 for 2 today. First pitch fastball up and away is fouled back, 0-1. Slider down and in, skied to center field. Vortex under it as Jennings in on it a few steps. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Kawaguchi, 1 for 2 today with the single. Singled her last time up, changeup down and in is low, ball 1. Two-seamer up and away, called a strike, 1-1. Fastball middle away is lined to right center field. Velos over, can't get there as it bounces into her glove on the hopper. Kawaguchi's second single today, she's now 2 for 3. 11th hit today for the Herbivores, and that brings up Sachs, who's 1 for 2 with a single his last time up on a swinging bunt. Good slider down, just low below the knees, ball 1. Fastball down and away, grounded to second. Snell goes to first with it as Kawaguchi was going to beat the throw. 2 down now on the fielder's choice, and that'll bring up Stewart. 1 for 2 today with a double and an RBI. First pitch slider up and in is pulled foul by Stewart into the seats out of play, 0-1. Fastball up and away, swung late through it, 0-2 the count. Change it down and away in the dirt, taken, ball 1. Two-seamer down and in, off the catcher's glove as Kawaguchi's going for third. Throw in is late, it's a stolen base for her on the pass ball. Not quite a stolen base yet, it's pass ball thievery. 2-2 the count to Stewart. Fastball up and in, high ball 3, 3-2 the count. Slider down and away, lined in the hole to right, diving to Snell, he can't get there, and that over his glove in front of Velos for a base hit. It is now 9-0 Herbivores. That's the second RBI of the game for Stewart, who's now 2 for 3. Brings up Clark, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, and she walked her last time up. Fastball down below the knees, ball 1. Slider up, line to first, Pitts leaps, he can't get there, and that's up the line into foul territory up the right field line. Into the corner, Velos comes up throwing for the plate as the runner's going to try and score. Here's the throw. It is late. It's an RBI double for Clark, and it's now 10-0 Herbivores. Going to bring up Reef Killer, 3 for 3. Doubled in a run his last time up with 2 RBIs. Levon is going to exit the game rattled after 4 2/3 innings, 13 hits surrendered, 10 earned runs, 2 walks, and I believe 2 strikeouts. What a shellacking. Coming in to relieve him is going to be left-handed specialist Augustus Martinez, as the game's pretty much out of reach, and I don't want to blow my good relievers. Martinez 0 for 1 on the year with a 6.75 ERA and a 3 whip. He's got 1 earned run in 1 game pitched. He threw an inning and a third. 3 hits surrendered, 3 strikeouts recorded with 1 walk. His batting average against is .429 on the year. If you remember correctly, he lost the opening day extra innings marathon against the Moose. First pitch for Martinez is a fastball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Slider middle away, fouled off again, 0-2 the count to Reef Killer. Cutter up and in, swung through it, strike 3, punch out for Martinez as that gets him out of the jam finally. But Levon gives up 3 more hits and 2 more runs. This is now 10-0 Herbivores after 5 as they're just skipping their way to the bank, laughing all the way. Ha 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 ha. Top of the lineup due up for us as Velos leads off 0 for 2 today here against Slakov, who's going cruise control and locked in right now. Strike at the knees 0-1. Slakov has given up 3 hits, 1 error, and struck out 2 batters. The error was of his own volition as well as he's cruised through the first 5 innings here. Forkball down and in is fisted to center field. That bloops in for a base hit for Velos, so she's now 1 for 3. Leadoff batter on here for the Freebooters, and that brings up Ho, who's 0 for 2. First pitch fastball's outside from Slakov, ball 1. Fastball up, hard liner to second, 1 hopper to Bobbitt, who flips the second one, and it's a double play. Second one we've hit into as the bases are empty now for Pitts. 1 for 2 today with a single his last time up. He's also grounded into double play. Fastball up and away is called strike, 0-1. Fastball down, Pitts drives it down the left field line. Will that stay fair? Not quite. 0-2. Tough out activates. Fastball away is fouled off, still 0-2. Fastball up, line to third, but Kawaguchi snaps it out of the air, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Slakov. 10-0 still the score as we get 1 hit, but it's erased on a double play ball. Bottom 6, Bobbitt, Bridges, and Manley do up against Martinez. Here's Bobbitt 0 for 2 today with the walk. Still tense. Walked his last time up, though. First pitch cutter down, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off into near the first base dugout. Just out of reach of everybody. 0-2 the count. Slider down and away, grounded softly to second. Snell charges and fires in time, 1 down. Brings up Bridges. He is a double shy of the cycle as he tripled in 2 runs his last time up. He's also hit a solo home run and singled. Cutter down and away. Line softly to right center field. Velos charging, diving. It's off her glove, and it'll be a base hit for Bridges, who's now 4 for 4. Because Velos has poor fielding, so her making that catch would have been a miracle. Brings up Manley as a 3-run homer today. He's 1 for 3. Specialist active for Martinez here as that slider's in the dirt, down and away. Ball 1. Cutter down and in, fouled off. 1-1 the count. Fastball away, outside, 2-1. Slider down and in, fouled off by Manley, 2-2. Cutter up and in, fouled back, still 2-2. Fastball down below the knees, full count now for Martinez. Slider up and away, pulled foul again as Manley stays alive. Fastball down and in, hard grounder at the middle, Snell dives, you can't get there, and that's a base hit. Manley's second hit today, he's now 2 for 4. 2 on and 1 down now for Vortex, who's 0 for 3. Slider away, outside, ball 1. Fastball middle in is skied to left field on the pop-up. Axelson in on it. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Kawaguchi, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Cutter middle in, grounded softly to second. Snell off for the bag. He'll go to first, and that'll end the inning, as it's the first scoreless inning we've recorded all day. Top 7, 10-0 to score. Reddier, Woody, and Jennings do up against Slakov. Reddier 0 for 2 today. No longer locked in. Fastball down and in is a called strike from Slakov, 0-1. Forkball down is lined at the middle, and that's a base hit for Reddier. His first hit today, he's 1 for 3. Puts the leadoff man once again as he's back to locked in mojo. Brings up the rookie Woody, singled his last time up, he's 1 for 2. Fastball away, ball 1. Fastball down and away, line to first, right at Manley though, as that's the first out. Go fucking figure. Brings up Jennings, 1 for 2 today with the single. Grounded out his last time up. Fastball up, taken, ball 1. Changeup down and in, called a strike, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, lined at the middle, that's a base hit for Jennings. His second hit today, he's now 2 for 3. Runners at first and second now with only 1 down as we're threatening here. Brings up Axelson, who's 10th today, 0 for 2. I think I'm going to let her hit here. Forkball down, sky deep to center field. Sacks back a few steps, makes the catch, 2 down. That was a bad idea. Okay. Axelson now 0 for 3, and that'll bring up Snell, who's 0 for 2. Looking to come through in the clutch for his team. Changeup pulled foul, 0-1. Fastball away, misses, 1-1. Fastball down, line to left field. That's a base hit as that gets in there. Runner's going to try and score. Here's the throw from Reef Killer. It is in time, and of course, we can't fucking score. 3 hits, but again, an outfield assist fucks us out of a run. Bottom 7, Sachs, Stewart, and Clark do up against Martinez. Sachs 1 for 3 today with the single. First pitch fastball down in the way is fouled off, out of play, 0-1. Slider down and in, swung over the top of it, 0-2. Cutter up and in, sky ball to left center field, Jennings over for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Stewart, 2 for 3 today. Singled in a run his last time up, he's also doubled in a run. 2 for 3. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider down and in, inside, 1-1. Fastball down and away is low, 2-1. Cutter up and away, grounded softly to short. Hunter charges and fires in time to get Stewart, 2 down. He's up Clark, who doubled in a runner last time up. She's also walked today, 1 for 2. Also struck out. Fastball up and in is high, 1-0 the count. Cutter down and in, inside, 2-0. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 2-1. Slider middle in, pulled up the line by Clark, but it's fouled, 2-2 the count. Cutter outside, hit up the middle, past the diving Hunter into center field. It's a base hit for Clark. He's now 2 for 3. Extends the inning here with 2 down for Reef Killer. Struck out swinging his last time up, but he is 3 for 4 with 2 singles, a double, and an RBI. First pitch fastball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Cutter down and in, rip foul, 0-2. Slider up and in, inside, 1-2. Fastball up and away, fouled off by Reef Killer, out of play, still 1-2. Cutter down and in, lined up the middle, and that's a base hit for Reef Killer. His 4th hit today, he's now 4 for 5. Clark trying to stretch it to third. Here's the throw from Jennings, it's just late. Runners at the corners now for Bobbitt, who's 0 for 3 today with the walks and still tense. Cutter up and away is called strike, 0-1. Cutter down and away, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Fastball middle in, grounded soft at the middle of the second. Snell charges and fires the first in time, and that ends the inning. Second scoreless inning in a row for Martinez out of the pen as we get through the 7th. It's still 10-0 though. Hunter, Velos, and Ho go up against Slakov. Hunter's 0 for 2 today and still tense as Emilio Adoya is on for Bobbitt as he's a defensive upgrade there at second base, his natural position. Slider down at the knees, lined to softly to right. Vartex cannot get there, and that's dropping for a base hit. Hunter now 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Velos, who singled her last time up. She's also 1 for 3 today. Slackoff starting to tire now as he's up over 75 pitches, but he is still locked in despite having given up 8 hits. Slider down below the knees, ball 1. Fastball up, and Velos pops it up, shallow right field. Vortex is called off by Idoia, who makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Ho, who's 0 for 3 today. Changeup away, misses, ball 1. Fastball down and in, swung late, 1-1. Slider down, grounded up the middle, diving is Idoia. He has to go to first with it, in time to retire Ho, 2 down. Now to bring up Pitts, who's 1 for 3 today with the single. Slider down and in is skied to deep center field, but it's not deep enough. Sachs makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Still 10-0 as Slackoff strands another runner. Bottom 8, Bridges, Manley, and Vortex due up here. Bridges is 4 for 4 today, singled last time up. He's also a solo homer, 2 RBI triple, and another single. Martinez done after, how long did he pitch? 2 1/3 innings out of the pen, scoreless. Coming to relieve him is right-hander Maxton Bates, the second-year right-hander. Bates has no record with a perfect ERA and a 1 whip. In his 1 appearance, he's thrown 3 innings of relief work, giving up 3 hits with 1 strikeout. Batting average against for him right now is .273 on the year. First pitch forkball down and in is grounded softly to first. Pitts there to retire Bridges for the first time today as he will not get the cycle. 1 down, and that'll bring up Manley, 2 for 4 today. He had a single his last time up. He's also hit a 3-run homer today. First pitch fastball up and away is a called strike, going 1. Changeup down and in is inside on the check swing from Manley, 1-1. Curveball down and the way is low in the dirt as it bounces, 2-1. Forkball down, just low, 3-1. Fastball up and in, hard grounder at the middle. Snell dives, he cuts it off. Good play by the second-year man as he makes the throw to first, 2 down. Now to bring up Vortex, who's 0 for 4 today and no longer locked in. Forkball down in the way is low, ball 1 as it breaks below the knees. Changeup at the knees, line to short, right at Hunter, who makes the catch at his shoe tops, and that's a 1-2-3 inning out of the pen for Bates. Top 9 we go. We're still down 10-0. Reddier, Woody, and Jennings look to break the shutout against Slackoff. Reddier 1 for 3 today with the single his last time at the plate. He's now locked in again. Changeup down and in for a strike, going 1. Fastball is high, 1-1. Changeup down and in is way early on the swing from Reddier, 1-2. Fastball down in the way, popped up, shallow right center field. That's going to be a tough play for Vortex. He can't get there as it's a bloop base hit for Reddier, who's now 2 for 4. Brings up Woody, who's 1 for 3 today with a single. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, skied to deep right field. Vortex goes back on it. He'll make the catch in front of the warning track, 1 down. Next up is Jennings, who's 2 for 3 today. Singled his last time up. He's got 2 singles on the scorecard. Slider up and away is a called strike, going 1. Fastball up and away is a called strike, 0-2. Slider middle of the plate, ripped up the middle. Diving is the Doya to cut it off. Will flip the second 1. Stewart to first. It's not in time. It's a fielder's choice. Another defensive play fucks us. Next up is Axelson, who's 0 for 3 today. We're going to pinch hit for her. 2 down, runner at first. Taking the pinch hit opportunity is going to be third baseman Bad Hop Brown in his 3rd year. He is the best pure hitter off the bench, so we're going to see what he can do. Fastball up, hit up the middle, and that's a base hit for Brown as he's going to extend the game here. Jennings holds it second, first and second with 2 down. Brings up Snell, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Slider away, skied to left field. That'll hang up for Reef Killer, though, and that will end the game as the Freebooters are shut out by the Herbivores, 10-0, and we start the year 0-4. Yep. What can I say? Double-digit hits once again. Less than 3 runs. We don't even get on the scoreboard. Herbivores, on the other hand, get 17 hits and put up 10. And all this came after they made the error on the first play of the game. Everybody got a hit except for Ho and Axelson. Even the pinch hitter Brown got a hit. But no one scored. Couldn't string them together. On the other side, 4-hit day for Reef Killer, who drove in a run. 4-hit day for Bridges. He was a double shy of the cycle. He drove in 3 runs. Manley had a 3-run homer. 2 RBIs for Stewart and an RBI for Clark as well. The only hitless batter in their lineup was Bobbitt, who was defensively subbed in for by Adoya, who did not get to bat, and Vortex, who was 0 for 5. Pitching lines, Deshaun Levon only goes 4 2/3 innings. He gives up 13 hits, 10 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 2 home run balls. He drops to 0 1. Martinez, 2 1/3 innings out of the pen, scoreless, giving up only 4 hits and 1 strikeout. And Maxton Bates a clean 1 inning out of the pen. On the other side, Slakoff, complete game shutout, giving up 10 hits and striking out 2. He is 1-0 on the year. Players of the game are Jamie Bridges, who was the double shy of the cycle with 3 RBIs, Slakoff the complete game shutout, and Manley, who had the 3-run bomb. Yeah, they did what they had to do to win. I think I figured out what the issue here is. I think my ego difficulty is too high. I've noticed I've been getting beat up on at 85. I think I might have to drop it down a little bit. Maybe go down to like 83 or something. Because at 80, I know I can kill these guys. So I know 80 is too low. Maybe 83 is the more friendly value. We'll have to change that. Do that for next game because we got to start winning. 0 4. And I think we're going to need to make a roster move here because I don't think Deshaun Levon is the answer. We have the worst run differential in the league and the worst record. We're the only winless team in the league left. Holy shit. Oh, we suck. They are. They're like so... They play up so much better than their ratings would suggest. It's not even fair sometimes. That hot corners and Sandcats, okay. Alright, at least the hot corners lost, so they're still within striking distance. They're only a game ahead. Moose lose, perfect, okay. This is getting better. Ooh, Wild Pigs, are they going to stay perfect? Yes, they will. They're 5-0. Ooh, another shutout win. Skip that one and skip that one. Okay, so we're 4.5 games out and we're only 4 games into the season. Yeesh. And we're playing the hot corners. Okay, we're going to be facing... So it's going to be Winnie Noel, our ace on the hill. The only starter that actually had a good start. Lasted more than 5 innings. And on the other side, it's going to be... I think he's a rookie. Let me check real quick. Where is he? Is he a rookie? Where is he? Bobbert. He is not. He's in his 2nd year. Okay. He was a rookie last season. I remember the name. I was targeting him in free agency last year, and I didn't get him. So it's going to be Noel on the hill. No record. A 3 ERA and a 150 ERA whip. And on the other side, it's going to be 2nd-year man Isaac Bobbert. No record. 18 ERA and a 333 whip. Hot corners have some hitters that are doing well, Jumps, Holmes, and Sportswood, but their team is only 1-4. So their pitching is getting beat up on. And look how bad their starting pitching is still, yeah. And their bullpen did drop off because they did lose Amazo Hayes in free agency. They lost Hayes and they lost Everbright. I'm pretty sure they also got rid of their closer, Sirloin Jones. Look around the league here. Javier Cortez is off the Buzzards, replaced by our former first baseman, Sturdy Woodman. Wild Pigs signed reliever Brent Potter, replacing veteran starter Whiff Smessen. Okay, they're upgrading their team there. Graves is still a free agent. Haha. No one wants you. Nemesis signed Dano Yoshida, the former Buzzards outfielder, replacing Betty Sparks. Okay. Whopper Batsman, the former Herbivore batter, off the Sawteeth, replaced by Winston Draper, the former Sandcats middle infielder. Okay, alright. Nothing too groundbreaking there. But yeah, I don't think Deshaun Levon is the answer there in the 4th pitcher slot. We're going to have to cut him, because he's just not hacking it out there, and he's already 28. He's not going to get much better. Burns is better than him at 30 years old, but she is more expensive, and I don't want to spend any more money. And I don't want to bring Hannah Hogsman back. God damn it. I guess we're going to have to wait to replace him. I think we'll replace him with Burns, but we got to drop her money down a bit. Otherwise, it's not going to be a good move for us. We cannot spend any more money. Our bullpen, though, is doing very well this year, so I don't think we're going to need to make any moves to improve that. Alright, so now who is in danger of being replaced on the team? Ho's been doing all right. Freeman hasn't gotten to play yet. He's going to get to start next game because I'm pretty sure Ho's going to be down to 3. Oh, he's not down to 3 bars. But I think I'm going to let Freeman get a chance. I want to see what we're working with here in the backup catcher slot. Yeah, that's generally how it is in the early game with the pitchers thing. Always take all the good stuff and you're left bare bones until like 3/4 of the way through the season, and then they're way too expensive to buy. Pitts has been hitting all right. I know Redier's been doing well. He's got the highest batting average. Snell's iffy, but he's trying. Woody's been solid. Brown hasn't gotten to play. He did get the pinch hit opportunity. Hunter is definitely in danger of getting cut. He's just not playing up to his level. Afardo hasn't played yet. Axelson, she is tense right now, so I'm probably going to have Burnside start next game. Other than that, Jennings and Velas have been hitting pretty well. Burnside is getting his first start, so okay. So really the only person I'm looking to get rid of right now is probably Hunter. What do we got? We got Snag Roper. Same level player, a little bit cheaper. Hey, let's go for it. Let's get some more money back in this team because Sergio Hunter, clearly he's not the answer. We're going to get the veteran Roper, who's he's a better fielder, better arm, better hitter. Let's go. The only thing he can't do is run. And we get $2.9 million back in the budget. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. And we didn't sacrifice anything in the overall category either. He's still a B+, like Hunter was. Perfect. Maybe this veteran magic is what we needed. All right, let's look at these development options here. Set the lineup, call it a day. Okay. No. No. Simpleman's weakest part is his accuracy. I can't give him walk prone. Levon, I don't even want to keep you, so I'm not even going to upgrade you. Martinez, too high of a chance. Kakeda, that's a barf. These are the only 2 good ones, and they're going to be here next time, so I ain't even got to spend any money yet. Perfect. Alright, set the lineup, call it a day. Ho's coming out. We're going to let Freeman start here behind the dish. I want to see what we got here in that rookie catcher. Other than that, Burnside is starting in right field today as Velos moves to left for Axelson, so that's good. Give her some time off to get her head right. Okay, so it's going to be Woody leading off, Velos batting second, Pitts batting third again, Reddier fourth, he's locked in again. Roper's going to be batting fifth. Okay, Snag, I picked you up. Let's see what you got out there. Jennings will bat sixth, Freeman, the rookie, will make his debut. Snell will bat 8th, and Burnside will bat 9th. Okay. Better yet, let's have Snell above Freeman. I don't want his slow ass trapping him behind him. Burnside I'm not as worried about because Burnside does not hit quite often, so let it slide. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Another loss. We're 0-4. We're going to drop the ego down next time, down 2 levels, see if that will fix some of the issues we're feeling. Coupled with a little bit of bad luck, we did make the roster move to get rid of Hunter, who wasn't pulling his weight, and we are set up to bring in another pitcher next time Levon is scheduled to pitch. Hopefully next time we can break this losing streak and get off the schneid here in the year. Until then, guys, this is the Nasty One, signing off.